Well, Molly here. Yeah, sorry, just rambling away there. I actually thought I was live, but I wasn't live. So, welcome to Woolys World on Friday, guys. All is right with the world today. It is Friday evening. It is Woolly time. Woolly time. I've taken off my glasses because they're really dirty. Probably not that dirty, but they just seem really dirty to me because I am looking at a screen. But anywho, guys, how is everybody getting on this Friday evening? I hope this is working okay. Chippy, how's it going, buddy? That's hammer time, I'm pretty sure. Husqvarna versus Echo chainsaw. Very easy. Husqvarna. Never used an Echo. Oh, work. The damnation of man, eh? Having to work. It is what is going on. It was an interesting week. You have seen a little bit of my week because I have shared some shorts about my week. I had a big chainsaw day on Monday. I had like maybe 4 hours chainsawing, maybe just about 4 hours flat out chainsawing nonstop. And then I had about 2 hours of wheeling firewood with a wheelbarrow. If you want to destroy somebody's soul, make them wheel a wheelbarrow up and down a really steep hill full of firewood. Lenny, I'm in Ireland here, and so it is true mud as well. True mud. So like every second wheelbarrow sort of slips out of control and spills all the wood out of it, and then you have to put it all back in again. It's fantastic for the soul. I actually didn't get over that until Wednesday. Oh, sorry, Tom. Sorry. But it has been an interesting week. Today was a very interesting day. Very, very interesting day. And also, guys, we have Let's Split This coming up as well. So we might have a little bit of a talk about that for anybody who's interested. Somebody who's on there. Simon, how's it going, buddy? Somebody who is on there maybe later on in the live, maybe you can pull me back in and remind me about Let's Split This, and we can talk about Let's Split This and get that hammered, nailed down, because it's the 17th. So will we get... We will have one more live just before. We'll have another live on the 24th, and then the Let's Split This is going live on the 26th. So anybody who's interested can, of course, just do a Let's Split This video, guys. And all the information on that is already on Woolys World in the Let's Split This. My favorite Husqvarna is the 365, Lenny, I have to say. But for sort of all my favorite, all four Husqvarnas I have, I love equally. Just in case they're listening, I have to be nice to them. So this is the thing. I had Goats Firewood. How's it going? I had I had the 435 out as well this week, and we talked about the 435 the last time I was live. I know it was Valentine's Day or during the week there, so we did our Valentine's Day on Friday, and that's why I didn't go live last week. So I had a big Indian meal and stuff like that, and watched a movie, but we were talking about the 435, right? So we'll start off with my week. Any questions, just throw them out there, guys, and I'll answer them as best I can. Remember, that's what the comment section is for. You ask whatever you want. Get those thumbs up, guys, and you ask whatever you want. And if you are not a subscriber, guys, I am hoping that live tonight, if it updates in time, we can get to 8,000 subscribers. We are 9 away from that right now. Okay. So let's start with Monday in Woolys world. One day comes after Sunday. Monday, I went up the mountain, right? Technically not in the forest, but in the fields below the forest. Very, very steep ground. You're not getting machinery up there. I don't even think you would get up there with a 4x4, like a quad or anything like that. Pete, how's it going? I don't think that would even work. It's just so steep. And if you've watched any of my solo logging videos, you will have seen it. Well, it's the same big piece of wood. It's a huge, big piece of sycamore. I'm going to say it's about 25 to 27 inches across. It's too big for the bar. You know, you have to go both sides of it. So I decided, right, the girls were away. The weather was good. I would go up and I would get this cut up. And I cut it all up in about 4 hours. A lot of noodling as well. Big lumps of wood, big like rounds this big, you know, and this wide. And when you're cutting them 18 inches thick, I suppose, 18 inches long, this heavy wood, boy, you know. So that's what I was dealing with. So about 4 hours cutting, noodling, everything. And I had some branches, some smaller stuff, maybe 6 inches thick and lower and stuff like that. So I brought 3 saws with me. I brought the 181, I brought the 365, and I brought the 435. Okay. Now the 435, I hadn't done anything with, but I brought my magic wand, right? So I had my little spline tool for messing with the carb, right? So I had been listening to what you said. I started it and it ran and it died. So I'll put my tool in and I give it a quarter turn to the left, which would be a quarter turn anti-clockwise. And I started it and it ran, and it was a little bit, you know, still not great. 4.5. Yeah, I've done that. That beach is serious wood, boy. Serious work, Simon. And hopefully I will be able to get the 181 back up to some of that big beach that I did before. 4.5 foot beach, boy. Jesus. That's big. You know, hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. It's just getting time, guys. Even though it's only February, I can feel spring breathing down on me, and I can feel busy season at work start. You know, a lot of inquiries and stuff like that as well. Anyway, 435 was still a little bit, so I give it another quarter turn, started it up, ran flawless, absolutely flawless. Just ran as normal the way it used to be. So which is great, which is brilliant. I actually thought to myself, no, this saw needs some serious work. There's no way that I could just tune that carb just a wee bit more and it would work 100%. And guys, that is exactly what happened. And that is a complete behind the scenes, because that video will not come out probably for 2 weeks. So that's really, really cool. I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, it's working. It's working. It's Simon, this is the thing. Sorry, I'm sore. Cutting it's the easy bit. You got to split that stuff, boy. Jesus Christ, those big beaks are tough to split. Anywho, the 435 rocked it. Not a bother. Full tank. She never cut out once. Not an issue at all. It was like back to the good old days, you know, when I didn't have to deal with any of that crap, and it just ran all the time, and there was never an issue with it. So I'm glad. And what I'm thinking is that it had never been right since we rebuilt the carb. So I'm thinking it just wasn't tuned properly since the carb was done. I do not speak Spanish. Mirla Stan, I don't know what that says. Give me a second. What? Oh no, it's going to be bad language anyway. So listen, we can't be having that. Anybody know what that means? No, me neither. Not a clue. It's not even coming up in Google Translate. So this is Stillwood Boss. A friend of mine is a Stillwood Boss, and it's a good saw, boy. Good saw. Very old one he had as well. But I think it was about a 70cc saw. It was very, very good. No, it's not. It's not coming up for me. It's not coming up for me in Google Translate. So, oh, there you go. Fair play to you. Whatever you think about about winter. I'm assuming something is lost in translation there. I'm hoping so. Mirla, that something is lost in translation. So the 435 was absolutely unstoppable. It was just eating everything in its path. It was brilliant just to have it back and have it running again. And it's just like, oh yes, because you don't when the saw is not running right, you don't take it places, because if it doesn't work, you're like, then you have nothing, So if I was felling trees at Red Branch, I used to just take the 435. There'd be no reason to take anything bigger, I am going to assume so, Simon. I'm going to assume so. Husqvarna versus Stillwood Boss. Is that the question, Lenny? It depends on. Yeah, it's like farm tough, isn't it? For the ranchers, for the Husqvarna ranchers, the 455s and 455s and 460s, isn't that what they are? They're like a homeowner grade of saw, like the 435 and stuff. But then I don't know. And people would say to me that the 365 is a homeowner saw as well. So I don't know. I don't know. I was talking to somebody one time and I was going, is the 365 not what they would class as a professional saw? And they were going, no, it's a homeowner saw. And that was somebody who fixed chainsaws. So, like, would you think? I don't know, actually. I don't know. I don't know. What's the difference? What's the difference? How can you look at a Husqvarna saw and say that's a professional saw? I thought the tree range was a professional range. No. It's hard to keep up in these conversations from my end. It really is. So the 435 is running. That's the moral of that story. So the 435 is running. I wheeled half of that stuff down in a couple of hours, down into the back of the truck. I filled the back of the truck up. The poor truck was nearly on the floor. Boy. Oh, do they say XP? So was a 365 special an XP saw? I thought that was just an older thing. Yeah, a lot of lingo. Yes. So I took it off back up the road. It's all sitting here, but I never got back for the rest of it. So there's half of it and my wheelbarrow still sitting up the mountain. Oh. What's SO? See, I've seen XP, but I haven't seen XPW or I haven't seen XPG. Like the 181 is SE. you know, is that special edition? Is that what the SE stands for? Man, it ran so well, so well. Started so easy as well. I had no issues. Oh yeah. I have seen XPGs. Now we don't get a lot of those over here. There's not a lot of need for them really, for heated handles. We don't. It doesn't get that cold. So is SE special edition? I suppose. I suppose it is. I suppose it has to be. But the firewood was done. Kids are off school this week, which sort of shows you a bit. You can't really get a lot done, but I got that done. I went away out then, and I collected. I'm going to say I have about 20 pallets. No, Tom, but that's a really good idea. How tall are you? Does that make a difference? Oh, yeah. See, we don't have that. No problem, Pat. Thanks very much. Okay. Yeah, so I ended up getting a load of pallets and a load of free firewood. I might do a how to get free firewood video. It's not really firewood, but it will burn in my fire. And I am going to, the pallets are for the cabin. I know you mean a tractor. I'm going to strip the pallets, and I'm going to use the boards to clad the inside of the cabin. That is my plan with the pallets. How many pallets I'm going to need to do that job, I do not know, but I'm going to start doing it now. And so the video that comes out is going to be very disjointed and stuff. So, but my computer's back to being mental again. I think I think Microsoft has reinstalled Microsoft Office 365, and I think it just prevents me from using my editing software. It's an absolute balls. Yeah, I have a 181 SE. Yeah, my 365 has a very big chip deflector on it. My God, it's a class saw. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but it's a British Army issue chainsaw. It's green. It's just a beast. It's like one of these things that they would have dropped into the jungle, right? Not with like a 4-man team or anything like that. They would literally drop the saw into the jungle, and as it was falling, the trees would see it and they would all fall over, you know. Yeah. I think there's a 281 as well, isn't there? Some saws, boy. Some weight in them. Some crack carrying that thing about all day, boy. This is it. Walk up to a big, huge piece of wood and you just turn it on and you just put it sitting there and you just let it eat. It's like there's no finesse. I remember cutting down some trees with it at Red Branch just for the crack, just to see what it would be like. And being like, after about half an hour of lemon and stuff like that, I was like, this is ridiculous. Ed, how's it going? This is absolutely ridiculous. My arms are falling off me, you know. Yeah. Yes, slow but torquey. They never bug. They just keep going, and going and going. Yeah, I like using it. It's got good history as well, so it's got a good history for me and my family. It was my uncle's saw, so yeah. Good man, Chippy. Good man. A 60 or a 70cc ported chainsaw. Well, I have a 70cc ported chainsaw, don't I? Is my 365 not a 70cc ported chainsaw? I know it's not really ported, but I did grind the transfer ports. Eh? Eh? See, this is what happens here, Goat, is that when people are talking about saws, I'd be like this: copy paste Google, copy paste Google, copy paste Google, trying to find out what their saws are. I think a little pocket rocket is what I need. I know we've talked about this. We've talked about this before. The 435 is a great saw. For me, I very rarely tackle that much big wood. So you're talking a maximum 12, 14 inches, you know. So what do you need? It's all softwood as well. So the big saw for the big work. What's a top end kit? What does that do, Chippy? It's a full wrap handle I'm looking for my 365. And do you know what actually I am looking for? I'm looking for a set of dogs for the 181. There's only one dog on it. Oh, a cylinder and a piston. Okay. Yeah, well, I have Still and Husqvarna dealers, and they're all within the same distance of each other. But they're, well, yeah, they're dealers. Yeah, actually, the guy that does the Husqvarna, I think he does Still as well. You know, there's not a lot of you don't have a big Still shop and a big Husky shop. Everybody sells everything here because there's not that many people. You know, people will buy a chainsaw and have one chainsaw. I am definitely an exception. There's not a lot of people around here I know would have multiple chainsaws. Yeah, I know. The 3 Series is class. Class. That's why I was looking at a 345 or 354. I think when I was talking about replacing the 435, I was looking at a 35. Is it a 354? Now I'm all confused. All these numbers, boy. I was never good at maths. Well, Andrew, how's it going? So this, you know, so this is the thing. Right, look, guys, 11 people on. Let me see, 7,991. We have gained no new subscribers since I started this live stream. So we need to get the word out, and we need to hit 8,000 subscribers while we are live tonight. Now, I tried this before for 6,000 subscribers, and we actually lost 2 subscribers as the live stream went on. People were like, yeah, we're not watching this crap anymore. Good luck, good luck. No, we don't. We do not have enough trees for for chainsaws in Ireland, and we are getting less and less and less. I do have 500 trees on the way, but you know, that's me investing in my firewood future there. But Ed, I was in Lacken Farm today with Steve from my life. For any of you guys that remember, I did a joint live stream with a guy called Steve Byrne, who has he is completely off grid, and he lives up the road about 40 minutes from me here. And I went up to see him today. He had a couple of tents for me, and I was like, right, well, you know, I said I was going to come up and see you. Let's use this. So I ended up, and I said to myself, I'll go up for a couple of hours. We'll have the crack, make a wee video, and you know, and do what you do, and say hello, and be nice, and be neighborly and stuff like that. So I ended up being there for 7 hours. It was like the most interesting day I have ever had in my life. I was like, and what's this? And then he would explain it, and I was like, that's amazing. And what's this? He was like, okay, and this is how we do this. And I was like, this is just, he has part of his houses. Yeah. Thanks, James. You can try and see if it makes a difference. It's just so interesting what he has done. It's so interesting. It's like, you know, he is off grid everywhere except water, you know, so everything. No, I'm a firewood guy, completely a firewood guy. I have taken trees down in the past, but always as a crew member. I've never been lead or anything like that. I would run ropes a lot. I know a lot about rope work and stuff. So because I used to be a climbing instructor, and I used to do a lot of rock climbing, and I was an outdoor pursuits instructor. So I'd run ropes for guys, and I would understand a lot of that and a lot of the principles. But no, I didn't climb trees. I didn't use saws and trees. So I would, but I would do the groundwork, run the big saws and cut the wood and haul branches to a chipper and stuff like that. Ran chippers, no problem. Run a chipper, no problem. Enjoyed the chippers. very satisfying. Put the body in the chipper. That's the way it goes. Good country living. You're very welcome. So it is. Oh, I know. Jesus, I'm the same. Hey, I'm the same. And even though I'm sub to all these people, this is the thing about YouTube. The stuff I watch can be so random. You know, like I go through a phase of watching Rose Anvil. I don't know if you guys ever watch his channel, where he cuts shoes in half. It's mesmerizing. Jesus Christ. I definitely start a lot of fires. So I'm good at the fire starting on different channels. I have 3 channels, goats. This is the thing. So no, I haven't covered it. I have been shopping. The covering of the French drain is going to involve the installation of a road, right? The road is probably going to cost me about £1,800. This is the issue. So, look at this. There we are, just chatting away, trying to figure stuff out. Doug's sitting in the background, Googling everything, and he comes up with an essay and he explains it all. Good man, Doug. Hang on. XPG, extra power. Oh, that's the heated handle. XPW wrap handle. I'm going to say SE stands for special edition. Doug knows his stud as well, by the way. I know, Goat, this is the thing. Like, I went through a stage of watching dam removal videos. Have you ever watched those? Now, there's 2 different types. There's the guy with a stick and a shovel going in removing beaver dams, and then there's the guys actually removing concrete dams from rivers, and they are so addictive. Jesus Christ. You look at those things, and they have millions of views. Like, you're like, what the hell? Here, right, look. I can tell you this right now. The video that I put out about doing the French drain is my #1 video. It's 1 out of 10. Anybody that's a YouTuber will understand that. You've replaced. Oh, right. It's just so it's so mesmerizing. This is it. Wow. And they work. And they still work. This is the thing, like, so it's crazy. So people love to see me digging, unfortunately for me. So, and there's a lot of digging coming up because I'm building a pole barn, so I have to dig out all the holes for the poles. And the thing about them is, oh, okay, I get you, goats. The thing about them is that there's stumps in the way where I have to dig them. So I'm going to have to hand dig out stumps as well. So I know you guys like to see me doing backbreaking labor, but there's a lot of it coming up. That's unreal, Ed. That is unreal. Yeah, I need to dig out some drains. I really do. But it is so hard to do by hand, you know. This is it. So I'm putting in that French drain, and I'm putting in 2 more. But the guy that's coming in to do my road with the digger is going to, he's going to dig them in because I want them deeper. Benjamin, how's it going? Yeah. The Norvik way, how's it going? Guys, you know, so this is it. Back-breaking labor, intensive work, you know, it's what all these countries were founded on. This is the thing. Like, I was up in Lacken Farm today, and that house is built of stone on top of stone. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a big massive outcrop, and they chiseled away some of it, and they used a bit that was chiseled away to make the rest of the house, and they built the house on top of it. It's just thank you very much, GCL. Yeah, that's the thing. There was no shortage of labor. Guys, what Pliers are handy, so you're handy. I was planning on putting my poles straight into concrete, yes. Well, this is what I did on Saturday. So I was digging. The kids were down on Saturday for Red Branch camp. So, Aaron, if you're watching, there's no camp tomorrow. Okay, no camp, because I'm going Wim Hofing tomorrow. So, they were getting a bit angsty. They were certainly getting a bit restless. I went, right, grab the shovels, you grab the wheelbarrow, let's dig the garden. So they turned over about 1/8 of my garden for me. Yeah. I've seen them, James, yeah. I'm not really not that worried about it. They're always only sort of temporary structures anyway, you know. I sure did a big, well, it's more of a crater than the pond. It never filled up with water, so yeah, that was yeah, I must get that sorted actually. I might just line it with plastic, do you know that? Just line it with plastic. The ground screws would work. A ground screw is like an auger bit, but you leave it in the ground. You screw it into the ground and it has a platform that you sit your pole on top of. That's the way it works. The problem being is that how do you keep the pole from falling over when you're building stuff? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, see, then I'd have to fill it back in around the poles. No, I've only ever seen them on like infomercials and stuff like that. They really do look the business. They're like they're like a screw that you would put in for a dog, but you use them and you put your supports on them. So see, I'm making it out of round wood. Plumbing level is not going to be a lot involved in this. It's going to be look sort of straight, then it will sort of do. Do you know what I mean? So that that's the plan, and that's the way I build stuff. So I'll probably either tar the bottom of the posts or I'll just creosote them. No, I already have creosoted them. What am I talking about? I've done that video already. So I creosoted the bottom of the posts, and that is all that they will get done, and they will do. I'm sort of, there's not the greatest amount of moisture down there in the soil, you see. Yeah, it's going to be fairly open. It's going to be similar to the way I built the toilet, but just bigger. Just bigger. It's only going to be 12 foot. So it's going to be 12 foot by 10 foot with a 4 foot overhang on the front and a 2 foot overhang on the back. That's it. It's going to be made from poles with a galvanized roof, and I might put lollipop fencing around 3 sides of it. No, probably only around 2 sides of it, and leave the rest of it open because it's going to be a workshop area. But it's just, you know, for the forest. Goats, if you've seen the forest where I do a lot of felling, that's where I have my bushcraft channel. Oh, good man, Doug. Doug's always there to bring me back when I forget to talk about the stuff I said I would talk about. Yes, guys, let's split this. Let's split this. No, Amish and Forkhill. No, that would be the business, wouldn't it? So, I was up the little short video I did today, guys, of me walking around. I don't know if you guys have seen it. It's a little short of me, and it's called "What the Hell Is He Doing?" Well, here's a behind the scenes tip. Remind me to talk about something else as well. See, there's no walls, James. There's nothing. It's 6 poles, and then there's going to be supports going through it. You know, so it's going to be like this. Basically, that's it. And you see that? Okay. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's going to be 6 poles, right? These poles are going to be connected with 4x2s. 4x2s bolted together like that. And then lots across the top like that, and then the tin, and then that's as if you're looking down on it, and then tin around it. And I might, this is the thing, it's basically a roof on legs because it's an outdoor classroom type area, so it's never going to be enclosed. The closest it'll get to being enclosed would be a wooden picket style lollipop sticks, we call them, a lollipop fence, you know. So, and that's going to have gaps in it. There's going to be no doors, there's going to be nothing like that. So no, I'm actually a qualified architect. I'm not a qualified architect. My brother's a qualified architect. I'm basically building a giant kite, Tom. Well, you see, that's what I was thinking of doing, but I don't have a lot of cordwood, right? But here is the thing, guys. I made that wee video, put it up the other day. So I am planning, now this is completely behind the scenes, nothing has happened yet. I'm planning on building a roundhouse down at Red Branch. I'm going to make it probably out of straw bales and cob. And that's what I was marking out the circumference of it there today. That's what I was, or in that little short video, that's what I was doing. And I'm going to run it as a course. So I'm going to get somebody to come in and teach a roundhouse building course. We're going to build a roundhouse at Red Branch. We're going to, these trees that I'm cutting down at the minute, I need 13 of them for uprights. And then I need cross poles, you know, so it's like you build it like Stonehenge, and then it has all these poles, all these spars that go across that hold each other up. No, we don't let weird balloons fly about. We just shoot them down straight away. We don't wait weeks. Definitely not. Definitely not. And you guys are getting invaded by UFOs, I hear, as well now. Is that a thing over in the States now? UFOs. Yes? This will be very similar to a yurt goat, except that the walls will be 2 foot thick and plastered with natural plaster. It's very, very, very warm, very weatherproof. You know, very cool. But you don't have to do it that way. Yes, we do, but we don't have any of those, so we just shoot them with BB guns. It is, instead of using bales of straw, what you can do as well, goats, is you can use cordwood, and you can make cordwood walls out of it, and it works the same as well. So you lay you split your wood and lay it like blocks. You know, it's absolutely amazing. Wow. A cordwood house. Wow. Look. So the cabin that I built down at Red Branch, guys, that was originally intended to be cordwood, but when I started, and it was originally intended to be a roundhouse as well, but when I started, I hadn't a clue what I was doing. I really didn't know a lot about building or anything like that, and I think I just sort of needed to start on a bit of a journey. So I've been slowly but surely building things, and the things that I'm building are getting a little bit more elaborate and a little bit more professional, and I'm sort of building towards that. Now, the thing about the roundhouse is that I'm not building it on my own. Okay, so I could, but a lot of work. I would like to try and work it where people, like-minded people, are coming in and learning the skills. And I know somebody who is good at doing this stuff. I know this is yeah. You see, for me, you know yourself, Doug, when you're running lives and stuff like that, the fact that it's so slow for your comments to come to me, it can kill the conversation. It really can. You know, if we could all interact straight away, blah blah blah, it would be brilliant. Rats and mice. Do you know anybody with ferrets, Simon? If you know anybody that has a ferret, get some of their bedding and just leave it somewhere around the outside of your house, and you will not have rats or mice for miles. They will stay clear. Oh, underneath your firewood store. Yeah, look, it's the time of year for them. I have rats underneath my shed. I know I have, because there's a big pile of snails, empty snail shells with a little hole in the roof or in the top of the snail shell, and that's rats. That's what's doing that. Cordwood houses are very cool. Okay, so are you ready for the live update? Doug, we're hoping to hit 8,000 subscribers when we're live on air tonight, but as you might remember from the last time I did this, we actually lost 2 subscribers and I went down to in the hour, Doug. Yes, there is, yeah. There's 2 lines of mortar like this. If this is your cordwood, right, which is laying this way, so this is the outside of the house, the inside of the house. There's a line of concrete, and then sawdust in the middle, if I remember correctly. It's really cool. It's really cool, but to me, it's a waste of firewood. Do you know what I mean? Build a lot of acres. Oh, sorry, did I tell you how many subs? We are at 7,991, which is the same as we were at when we started 42 minutes ago, which is a plus because we're not negative. We haven't lost any subscribers during this live stream, so it's a win-win, guys. It's a win-win. Let's split this. Okay, let's move on to let's split this, guys. I went round for the. I'll finish off with Lacken Farm first. Excellent goat, excellent. I went round and he gave me a tour. The tour took a long time. I was getting very distracted. He has a 1960 honey maple Gibson Les Paul, Doug, in his house. He also has a Brian May guitar as well and a Fender Stratocaster. I wasn't too excited about the Fender Stratocaster now, which is a lovely guitar, but he had a Gibson Les Paul. I will send you a picture of it. It is just, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And then we'll talk about let's split this. Unbelievable. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Can't look at that now. He's off grid, but he's plenty of power. Plenty of power. Honey burst. That's it. And that is the one. That's the grail. Now, I'm not too keen on the pickups, but that is the grail. The honey burst Les Paul. Oh my God. That's the one that I want. If I could get a honey burst Epiphone, I would be happy. But the honey burst Les Paul. Oh, what a guitar. Jesus Christ. I was like, oh, let me see that guitar. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, look, here's the thing. The system he has was unbelievable. It was just so exciting. I made a video at the end after I did the tour, because I was literally like, I says, no, I need the tour first because this video will go on for hours because I will just be running away off of myself. What for your red PRS, which is a beautiful guitar as well, but how could you trade away a Gibson Les Paul? How? A Gibson Les Paul like that here would cost nearly $2,000. You know, and it's not even a special. You know, it's but a beautiful guitar, Anyway, look, listen, guys, let's split this. And slowly but surely descends into drug madness, as these conversations generally do. Madness, not drug madness, that is. Let me see. Live count. 791, 793. Woohoo! 7 more to go. 7 more to go. Where's 64 wheel drive? He could create 10 more accounts and get me all subbed. But look, yes, it was so interesting. It was so interesting. He is completely off grid except for water. All his own electricity. He doesn't put anything back into the grid. He stores it all up, and if it gets overflow, the overflow automatically switches on the immersion, and it's just really smart. And I just come away with it thinking to myself, I am doing all this wrong. You're just not doing it right. You know. Oh, let's split this dates. Let's split this dates are going to be the 26th of February, guys. It's Sunday the 26th of February. The general, nice, Tom. Nice. Well, he does have rainwater collection and stuff like that he filters for drinking water, but I don't think he's completely off the water line. Doug, you changing your name? Dalmar Doug, eh? That's it. It's changed. Yes, how do you purify it? He did talk about water purification today through a tree filter system, but I wasn't really sure what he was talking about. Like, I don't know a lot about this stuff, so. Indiana Chainsaw Dork. You got to be specific on this or people won't know what your channel's about, Doug. Come on. Oh, it's from a while. Okay. Anyway, let's split this, guys. We're running out of time, and I am sleepy and tired because I've been up since 6. So the basic principle of this is this, right? For any of you guys that don't know, February 26th, upload a video. I am going to upload mine at 6 p.m. Irish time as per usual. That's what I'm going to do. It is just going to be a little talk about men's mental health, a little blurb about how we can be better and stronger mentally and physically, guys, and a little bit on about how firewood and splitting firewood and how about talking about our issues and our problems is going to stop us from basically committing suicide in droves and droves and droves. So that's the basics of it. If you need inspiration, Doug has a playlist. It's on my channel. It's on Doug's channel of all the guys who took part last year. And if you even go back further, maybe 3 years ago, there's another playlist which has life in the farmland and stuff like that involved in it. Splitting wood and talking about men's mental health, and everybody that has done one a little bit different. So don't think that there is don't think that there is a set way of doing it. The idea is that you come on and you talk a little bit about men's mental health and you split some wood. That's it. And how splitting a problem makes it easier to deal with. So that's where the let's split this comes in. A problem shared is a problem halved. Isn't that it? I always get that the wrong way around. Yes, use the hashtag let's split this. I don't know, Simon. This is the thing about the stream, the live stream that I did with Steve, was that I was using StreamYard. When I watched back on the live stream, it's fine. But when we were actually doing it, I couldn't hear anything he was saying. It just kept, his screen kept going freezing for me all the time. So I wasn't sure what he said during a lot of that. Growing tips. No, not a lot. He did give me a big bunch of onions, though. Which is handy because I like onions. So that is it, guys. Look, I'm going to leave it there. My kids are downstairs being ignored because we're home alone for the weekend. I'm going to check and see now. 7,993. I'll just refresh the page just in case one other snuck in there. We're still 7 short. Well. Anywho, guys, Richard, good to see you. Guys, everybody, all 15 of you guys, get those thumbs up before I go anywhere. Guys, great to see you all on this Friday night. And thank everybody for being here, guys. And I'll see you in the comment section. Now, if you love the Husqvarnas and the big old Huskies, you want to see Sunday night's video, okay? Yeah, that's it. Stay frosty.